What's up, Aries? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting August 4th, 2025. Aries, my Rams, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate you. The deck I will be listed in the description box, not reading any reversals. Just going to cleanse the energy here from doing Pisces Splendid Spread for the week. Let's see what we can come up with for Aries, okay? What is the potential energy surrounding Aries for this upcoming week? What does Aries have to look forward to this week? Wow, August, we're heading into fall. Fall's coming quickly. All right, a quick cut here, and we're going to begin your messages, Aries. And for you, we're going to start off with the first card. Oh, look at that. Now, Nine of Cups. Pisces had the Nine of Cups in their spread. Nine of Cups. And then you have to think in terms of the Nine of Cups and how I equate. If you guys been following me long enough, there's only two cards that I equate with the Star card. The Nine of Cups and the Major Arcana, the Chariot. So you have almost like an additional Major Arcana before we even begin. So the Nine of Cups, yes, answer to romantic questions. Okay, wish fulfillment, anything that you're wishing to manifest may manifest for you, but we'll get back to that because I'm going to bring in the Stars energy. Following that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Money is looking good. This could be a job offer, contract offer, one of my financial independent cards. You have the Empress, okay, so there's something growing, developing, or expanding around you. This is a card of beauty, but also, too, I read this Empress as some Aries may, take the focus back and bring it back to themselves. Nurturing yourself, loving yourself, caring for yourself, being at peace with yourself, okay? Pregnancy news is very strong here. So you may hear that someone is pregnant, someone giving birth to a child. Following that, we have the Three of Pentacles, okay? So this is some sort of recognition that may be coming your way. Aries, the energies are going up on the 4th, so maybe by the 6th, there's some sort of pay raise coming in from your employer. This is usually completion of some sort of assignment or a task, whether it's through your employer or something that you've done outside of your employment, and maybe you completed a task on your own or in collaboration with someone, but there's some sort of recognition that may be coming your way. We'll get back to that as well. Underneath, we have the Nine of Swords, all right? Overthinking too much, Aries. Underneath the Nine of Cups, it's overthinking about those people that you are involved in your life, okay? Family members, friends, romantic partners. Could be co-workers, okay? Stop thinking so much. The Nine of Swords is one of those cards. I will clarify on that Nine of Swords here, but typical meanings for that Nine of Swords is that you're overthinking, you're stressing yourself out. Hence, it's underneath the Nine of Cups. I feel that it's associated or attached to those people that you are close to or have some, strong feelings for. So be careful with that. We'll dig into that a little bit further. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. So, Pisces just received, and the Nine of Pentacles started their reading off, and then followed by the Knight of Pentacles. These are my two cards that I read as financial independence, okay? Either you are Aries or you're striving to be. If you're not, then the money is looking very, very good for you guys this week, or it's about to be very, very good, okay? Nine of Pentacles, again, like the Three of Pentacles, but a bit stronger here, being recognized for something that you worked hard for, sitting back now, relaxing, and enjoying the fruits of your hard work and your labor. This is a promotion. This is a pay raise. This is substantial bonus money. All right. Following the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. You got the Major Arcana, the Sun. Damn. So you got three Major Arcanas already. Remember I said I'm going to throw on the energy of the stars. So you have the stars energy as well. Now the Sun, the most positive, powerful card in the tarot deck. Happiness, joy, success. Yes, answer to all romantic questions that you have. Not romantic questions, yes to all questions, not specifically romantic. Okay, that's typically assigned to the Nine of Cups. Feeling very vibrant, energized, happy, successful. With the Sun's presence in your spread, there could be any forms of healing for emotional, physical, mental, blessings that could come from out of nowhere. The Sun is my health card. So it could be that some Aries may be just going through normal routine medical exams or checkups this week. If the doctor orders any laboratory work or x-rays, that all falls underneath the energy of the sun. You're going to be okay. All right. Wow, feeling childlike, definitely successful, happy. Next card up here for you is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here. Funny that the Ten of Swords shows up here, and the sun was, both these cards were in Pisces spread. So, of course, the health card, I always read the Ten of Swords that if it's not you, Aries, someone that you may know may be planning some sort of future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedure, you're definitely going to be okay. It's going to be a painful situation, but the Ten of Swords always promises energy of relief and recovery. Also, there's a situation that's surrounding you this week, Aries, that's coming to an end. There's a new situation that's about to approach you. On top of the Nine of Swords, and we still are going to throw a clarifier on that Nine of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Now, because the Knight of Wands is a court card and it's on top of the Nine of Swords, again, this overthinking, maybe someone is having some sort of difficulty. The Knight of Wands would represent your energy, so there's some sort of strife that's going on involving a particular, relationship. It could be romantic. However, the Knight of Swords on its own, the Knight of Wands on its own still will come through as things intensifying, building up, coming through, could be a family member, a friend, romantic partner coming in to assist you very quickly to help you out with something. And once, the help is achieved, they usually exit very quickly. But the presence of the Knight of Wands in your spread also, too, could indicate, Aries, of how fast a new partnership or, a partnership that could be platonic or romantic, it could be business as well, takes some sort of shape or form, especially even more so because it's underneath the Nine of Cups. All right, so following the Knight of Wands here, we have the Seven of Cups. Wow. Seven of Cups, pay attention to your intuition. There may be many options for you to pick and choose from. All right, following the Seven of Cups on the sun, look, there's the star. Okay, there's the star. So you have the star here actually 3 times. But the star is about hopes, wishes, and dreams becoming fulfilled and manifested. Okay, stargazing, dream journaling, social media, social networking. It's the same thing that I was going to go back up here and say about the Nine of Cups. If the star didn't show up here, because now you have the actual star in your spread. Something exciting or surprising could be happening for you this week, Aries. Wow. And it's on the sun, even more so. Okay, so usually colors in combination like that, it could be a success story for you on a personal level occurring, or it could be that you hear about someone else becoming very successful. Okay, someone becoming very successful and famous. All right, on top of the Ten of Swords, now we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is the father of all love. Male energy, of course, male energy could be your husband, your boyfriend, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your son. Nurturing, caring, supportive. He too, like the Seven of Cups, is very much into helping support you with your intuition. Those gut instincts that you get, the inner voices that you hear, you always have to pay attention to those energies. The first thing that you get is the correct answer always. Never fails you. Loving, caring, nurturing. All right. Very intuitive, but he also, too, could form and bring together not only romantic partnerships, Aries, but platonic friendships. To have the King of Cups in your spread, like the Nine of Cups, it cross mirrors over here to the Nine of Cups, then you may already be receiving that kind of energy from your family members, friends, romantic partners in the form of devotion, love, dedication, commitment. All right. All right, so let's swing back here just to do a quick summary here. You received the Nine of Cups. Like I said before, it's the yes answer to all romantic questions, wish fulfillment. So, but because you have the star in your spread here, and that Nine of Cups will be equivalent to the star card if it wasn't present, that there's a strong possibility of what you're wishing for could come to pass. So make sure that you're wishing for something that is going to resonate with you. Not an even number of cups, however, on an emotional scale, what you give out, Aries, this week is what you're going to get back. Knight of Pentacles, a job offer, contract offer, anything involving any types of business. One of my financial independent cards here. You're striving to be, or you already are. Money looking really, really good. Empress, major arcana, something growing, developing, or expanding around you. This card that I always call out to be like the card of beauty, right? So you could be just taking some interest in, and it's not something that you need to feel guilty about. Sometimes we need to take care of ourselves because many of us spend too much time caring for other people and then neglect our own needs. So this is loving yourself, nurturing yourself, doing all those things that make you feel good and worthy. All right. So, of course, the Empress would be equivalent to that of, Mother Nature. So some of you could be just spending some time outdoors, enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. And I like this card here because you see nothing but animals surrounding her. Right. So that's nature. That's God's beauty. Right. So you could be going to the hairdressers this week, makeovers, exercising, not necessarily modifying your diet, but just, sticking to your diet plans, whatever. Anything that's going to make you feel good, okay? Overall well-being, taking care of yourself overall. All right, so that is the Empress, pregnancy news, childbirth. Following the Empress here for you, Aries. Again, small pay raise may be coming in. You may be introduced to somebody new, workplace, love affair, or attraction. The 4th, the energies are going up for you. So by the 6th, maybe there's some sort of recognition that's coming your way, through any means of a small pay raise. Thank you, congratulations, a job well done, pat on the back. It's usually a completion of some sort of assignment or task, whether it's from your employer or something you do outside of your employment. All right, so now let's get to that 9 of Swords here. 9 of Swords is your overthinking. I think it's overthinking about some sort of, for some areas, specific about a relationship that you're involved in. Now, this could be romantic. It definitely could be family. These 3 cards are talking to me loudly. Okay, this is you. The Knight of Wands is you. And here you are, having to deal with some sort of strife involving the 9 of Cups, which represents love and relationships. So maybe there's some areas that I'm reading for that's having difficulties with a romantic partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be something going on in the family that's causing some sort of rift, whether it's resolved or unresolved, or it could be something that's ongoing, okay, but it's making you intense about it. It's making you nervous. The card I usually read is, the 9 of Swords is a form of betrayals. Someone could be lying on you, cheating on you, having some sort of affair. Usually this card indicates seeking some sort of relief to help you. And usually also 2 Aries, the 9 of Swords to me indicates that there could be a lot of stuff going on, but it's done in silence. Some sort of pain or suffering done in silence. Maybe other people don't know. Also, too, just to be clear, I always say that the 9 of Swords, if it shows up in your spread, may not be the energy that you're dealing with. It could be that someone else that you know, and there's some sort of restriction or barriers going on with that individual. And I oftentimes throw in that they could be incarcerated. Then, of course, it's their 9 of Swords energy as opposed to yours. But I'll stick to what I said. And it's not something that's cemented in stone, that there is some sort of rift going on here with an Aries that I'm reading for. It is involving a relationship, whether that's love, family, friendships. Something's going on here. All right. So, but the Knight of Wands, something intensifying, something building up, something becoming more passionate. It is a court card. So again, can express themselves in a sexual manner. And it's usually pretty positive. So let's throw a card on this 9 of Swords. Why did the 9 of Swords show up here for Aries spread? You got such beautiful energies here too, Aries, by the way. But when that negative card comes through, people just focus on the negative card and don't see the other cards that are surrounding it, All right, so why did the 9 of Swords show up here? And of course, with the 9 of Swords and the Empress here, I always say, and the 10 of Swords, and we have the health card, the Sun. Anyone who's given birth could be going under cesarean section. All right, yeah. Yeah, I feel that the Death card, the Major Arcana, in terms of clarifying that Nine of Swords, is what you need to put to an end, come to some sort of resolve. If there is some sort of strife between you and a family member, romantic partner, or a friend, it's now saying it's either you come to putting it to an end or it's going to end on its own, because that's what the Death card always represents. Something around you coming to an end or that needs to be put to an end. And then once you are able to come to, because keep in mind that the Nine of Swords is having to deal with conflict resolution, having to deal with something that's unresolved, whether it's from your recent past, Aries, or your distant past, it doesn't matter. This energy needs to come to an end. Free yourself up from whatever it is that could be disturbing you, seeking some sort of relief, and that could be through prescription medications, drinking. I'm not drinking, I'm sorry, that's non-prescription. Drink prescription medication for high, degrees of anxiety or depression, non-prescription drinking. Could be smoking weed, or whatever it is that's going to help you feel better, to resolve this situation. All right, so that's what I have there. And of course, we do have the Knight of Wands, your own energy. All right, so next up here is the Nine of Pentacles, greater than that of the Three of Pentacles when it comes to some sort of recognition. Again, that recognition can come straight from your employer through any means of a promotion, pay raise, bonus money. You have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So those are the two financial independent cards here. If it's not that you are financially independent, your money is about to vastly improve or get better. This is a card of having to enjoy, sit back and relax the hard work that you've done, and either working for your employer and you get recognized through the things that I had just mentioned, pay raises, promotions, bonus money, or outside of the employment, and you could have been just working on your own energies, improving your own self, right? And then still to sit back and relax and enjoy all of that. The Nine of Pentacles, of course, I always spread out to many other options that could be coming towards you this particular week in any area, right? But also assign spending and splurging with this. So if you are able or have access to this type of energy here and you want to treat yourself or treat someone, or treat others to something very, very nice, you to do so without feeling any types of guilt, because this card always comes in to remind you that you are deserving of what you worked hard for. All right, so following that, we talked about the Sun at length, so what more can I say? It's the most positive card in the tarot deck. You have the Empress here. Wow. Okay, so joyful, happiness, feeling childlike, successful, yes to all questions that you have. Very good card for healing and blessings. All right. So following that, we talked about the Ten of Swords. The situation around you is coming to an end, right? A new situation is about to open up. Inpatient, outpatient surgical procedures, whether it's you or someone that you know. All right, let's swing back here. We already talked about the Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, paying attention to your intuition. Many options may be opening up to you, so you definitely want to make sure that you are paying attention to your intuition. You have the Father Cup here, King of Cups, to help you along the way if there's options that open up to you, and you're choosing what's going to be best, that resonates best for you. Now, the Star card. Again, hopes, wishes, dreams becoming fulfilled and manifested. You got two energies to support that. Stargazing, dream journaling, social media, social networking. There could be some sort of expansion, even more so because the Empress, something new, growing, developing, or expanding around you. That could be your own psychic energies. Meeting someone famous. Something very exciting and surprising will definitely occur or happen for some Aries that I'm reading for, because this Star card lands on the Sun, okay? And remember, the Sun is energy, okay? So there's something very exciting and or surprising that will occur for some Aries that I am reading. Finishing off with the Father of all love. We talked about that at length. So, just pay attention to your intuition. Okay. Loving, nurturing, caring. He could form together platonic friendships as well as romantic partnerships. All right. So additional messages here for you, Aries, in this spread from a new deck that I received and love to share it with you. You can use it however you want. Yeah, I really like this energy here for you. I like the energy of Pisces as well. All right, so let's see what the additional messages are. All right, so first message here for you, Aries, is one monkey don't stop, no show. The show must go on. You can do this with or without support. Tap into your inner power, solo mission. Now, that might be just, singly attached to this energy that I was trying to explain over here with the Nine of Swords, if that resonates with you. A watch pot never boils. Give your prayers time to manifest. Don't try to rush the process. Third and final message here for you is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. A rough journey builds character. Your struggle will be a testimony for God's wonders. All right, Aries, this is what I have for you this week. Always keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these messages for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please, you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Throw those comments in. I always love to read the comments. You have a safe, great week coming up. Hopefully the energy, this beautiful energy, expresses itself towards many that I'm reading for. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Aries, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.